Yo, 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 welcome to Team Red Titan, and this is the Weekly Collectors Chat. We're on number 322. If you don't know already, my name is George, Geo, as Alex likes to call me. Nobody else actually calls me that because my name actually is George. And that sort of, I don't know what we'd say, like Steve Jobs looking, world-ending gentleman over there to my left is Alex, and we're going to be going through the latest updates. We've got some stuff on Prime Studios. We've got a special message from Jay over at Legendary Beast Studios. He's got a big update for us, and we've got some bits and pieces to go through. We'll be fielding your questions, so if you have anything that you want to talk about or ask, you're sitting with two people who have been in the game for well over a decade now, and we've pretty much good times. We've been shaping this game and been part of it for a long time. So, if there's anything we can help you with, hit us up. I want to say straight off the bat a massive shout out as well to this week's sponsor, which is Speculative Fiction, Spec Fiction Shop. Todd Johnson, if you don't know him already, fantastic cat, really nice guy, and he's got one of the best outfits going. So you want to get on their website, check out their stuff. We're trying to get him to do a sort of like a little what do you call them?
I guess.
Yeah, but what's it called? What's that?
Like an infomercial?
Promo. No, promo. I want him to do a promo.
Oh, okay.
Where he's like standing there being all animated and saying, look at this, look what we can do. But he's not biting for that business. So we're trying to get him to do it. But check out his website. Crazy things on sale, crazy things as licensed, unlicensed, things that have sold out a long time ago, all kinds of bits, fantastic sales as well. So check out his check out Speculative Fiction, Spec Fiction Shop. And as soon as new gaff will be opened up over in Cali, so it will be looking real good over there. You right?
Yeah, I mean he's much more kind of chilled out than I am, so getting him to do like something like that might be a bit difficult. In all fairness,
I'd like the chat to be sponsored by Crack and Rum.
That would be nice.
One is Black Cherry. We should reach out to those. Grab a bit of it.
Which he goes, how much have you been drinking? Yeah.
The truth is, I buy this most of the time because it's got these little holes in them, and I like sort of just flipping on my shoulder and walking around the house with it, just like that, like Captain Sparrow.
I'm glad that's where the conversation went about the holes. You could have gone well different.
No way, your mind, my man.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, I've still got quite a lot of whiskey and stuff left over. Not really drinking much at the moment. So yeah, I've got Guinness.
I can tell you're not very cheery these days.
Yeah, like Fun Bobby and Friends.
Anyway, so what's been going on, man?
Oh, it's the microphone. I was like trying to work out what I was in the corner of the of my screen. The microphone, and they got the fucking dog blanket here. God, fucking mad. Yeah, no, it's not a bad week. I did get delivered in the XM Studios Venom Arise, which I haven't opened yet, and also got the life-size Venom bust from ATF1. Again, I haven't had a chance to open anything at all. So,
put your ear close.
Yeah, slap me in the face, I think.
You're fucking disgusting. Can't believe you got them all in and you haven't at least opened one of them. I mean, they were 3 monstrous boxes. Should have got them out of the way.
Yeah, I need to do it. I mean, Mary's not best impressed about the boxes taking up the room. Sorry?
She's sleeping on them.
Yeah, we use them as a bed. No, it's not good. It's not going down well. So yeah, I need to open them up. Also, I've seen some of these pictures from the Venom head, and he's got this weird fucking white line on his lip. And it's quite annoying because that's the head I want to display. So I'll try and work out. I didn't notice that though when I had it in front of me. I never noticed it, so that's a positive. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, it's not as noticeable, or it's something you can just kind of touch up with a bit of black or something.
Yeah, definitely have to look at that. Sometimes it's hard with pictures, and pictures are quite difficult as well. Angles make it. I mean, it's a little bit.
The pictures that were posted, it was just a lot more obvious, and it just didn't. Yeah. It just when you look at it, it just isn't obvious what it's meant to be. Sure. So it's just like you don't look at it, you go, well, if it's dribble, it's kind of going to be like the dribble's this color, so it's not that, and then there's no white part around Venom's mouth. So
Yeah.
you know, what? So yeah, it was a bit like that, and then I sort of saw that and I was going, fuck's sake. So yeah, have a look. Worst case, I'll take it into and take it back with me to XM and say to them, paint that shit for me now. Joking. paint it, bitch. They'll probably paint it worse. They'll probably go, yeah, sure, we'll do that for you. Fucking give me the head back, paint it up fucking green or something. Yeah, dribbles. May want to get that looked at. Yeah, well done. Who we got in the house? So we got Rock City Collector. How you doing? Collector Zown. How you doing? He's got his gig coming up 7th of August next year, so that'll be something to look forward to. Leon in the house. How you doing? Critical Mass. Yo,
brothers.
Yo. Is that enough yos, boys? How you doing? Warren
Many
Chunky.
yos as possible. It's all good.
Yeah, we're mixing it up. We normally do Wednesdays. We did Thursdays a couple of weeks ago. We're doing Tuesday today.
I got I got a few things happening, and I need to be sort of on point sort of after today. So, I can't be because we're up to about it's weird, but when we do these chats, it's like about midnight here when we finish, and for some strange reason, I have no idea why, I can't go to sleep. I just can't sleep.
Yeah,
for at least 1 hour. I can't go to sleep. So no matter what I try to do, even if I literally just put my phone down, put it on charge, go brush my teeth, sort myself out and go to bed, I'm just laying there wide awake. So by the time it means I'm going to bed 1:30, and that's no good, man, because then my son is literally at 6 o'clock in the morning is like, Dad, who would win out of this, Monolophosaurus versus, you're just like, you're like, George, it's 11 minutes past 6, bro. Don't talk to me until 7. Don't talk to me. And
I get that with dog walkers when I'm walking my dog. And literally, he had a couple of days last week, he was up at 6 o'clock. So I'm walking him, and a couple of people talking to me, and I'm like, I literally just said to someone, I haven't had my coffee yet, so I don't want to have this conversation. We'll have to talk later. I'm just like, I'm not a morning person. One of the guys I used to live with, guy Tom Brown's mate, it was so funny. He was stupidly over the top in the morning, really excited and energetic, and I'm walking to work with him, and he was just going on and on and on. I walked to work with him one day, and because he worked in the training college when I worked at Colindale Police Station, so we walked. I walked on one day. Next day, he's like, "You come in?" I go, "No." I didn't walk with him again. I just thought to myself, I don't want to. I'm not that person in the morning. It's not happening. Gary Speed, how you doing? Good evening, Alex and George. Hope you're both okay and doing well, and that both of your families are doing well and are okay. Miss seeing you both. Picked up a few new slabs recently. Posted on the group. Yeah, we saw that, guys. Saw a few bits you posted on there. You've gone away from that 9.8 thing, and you've gone for a few 8.5s there. I was disappointed in you, buddy. Yeah.
That's the way.
The main man, how you doing? It's Lobo, isn't it? The main man. What's good, Polly people? How's it going? Jojo Valdez. What's good all? How you doing? Main man, Critical Mass, talking between them, that's fine. Mitchell Lawrence, how you doing, brother?
Welcome, brother.
Main man. Yeah, dribbles, you might want to get that looked at. Yeah, put the cream on and don't rub it. Crippler in the house.
Cream on his body.
Oh, he puts the lotion. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Puts the lotion on the skin or he gets the hose again.
Yeah.
But the lotion on the hose again. Anyway, I can't do it too loud. Dark Cross, how you doing? Oh, nice, Mathis Tobias, how you doing? Yo, first live chat in weeks for me. It's been a while.
Welcome, brother. Good to have you here.
Hope your health's doing well. Hope you're good. This is your boy who done the skeletal hand for you, isn't it?
Skeletal head? Hand. Yeah, hand. Yes. But I had a problem with I bought a piece and it didn't have one of the parts was missing because didn't have the box. So thankfully I have somebody who could sculpt me another hand. So I needed an original hand to send him, and mate, well, really helped me out massively of getting that. Which is funny because you get like 30 people say, "I've got one," and then when it's like, "All right, can you send it over there?" But like, no. When it's time, it's actually funny because I've sent my XM Mysterio head now to Nico Bellic, you know, and he's going to be dealing with that this week about like cleaning it up and trying to make it really clear, and you know, busting that even the glass sort of like it's not glass, but the dome off his head. He's got to get it off, and then basically just try and like fucking polish the shit out of it and just deal with the discoloring because it's quite yellow, my one. And it's funny because that one was actually Tyler Show brought back to me, and that was brand new. From XM. When I unboxed it, it was brand new. I've got probably about 15, 20 pieces from XM that are brand new. And I know they never are wrapped up the same. Once you unwrap it and then try and replicate how they do it, you just can't do it. Because they're really good at it, like the packing things at XM. So I unboxed it and I was like, yeah, that's completely brand new. There's no way that's been opened. So you know, and it's really yellow. So he's trying to make it clear, the skull portrait, so that I'm having a massive repaint on that. Dunny and Wilkinson's working on that for me. So you know, lots of.
There is a technique like when you get the yellow discoloration on plastics and stuff like that. For some reason, I watch a lot of customized. Well, that too, but customizing sneakers. And when they like repair old sneakers, they get they put all this shit on it, and then they scrub it, put it in a bag, and they stick under UV light, and it goes like white again. And it's also to do with like old. Again, I watch like people repairing old like Nintendos and stuff like that, and they take them out, or they do a mod to do like a HDMI or something like that. Same thing. They put this stuff on it, put it under a UV light, and it takes out the color discoloration. I think the discoloration though within electricals is something they put in the plastic to stop it being a fire hazard. But anyway, that's a whole different story. But yeah, so I don't know whether that
was completely useless. But cheers, thing anyway.
Yeah, I was just
he's going to be working on that. So hopefully that'll be sort of like, you know, he'll get that and then send that back, and then Ian can do the skull as I'm painting that all up different and stuff. So lots of bits and pieces to do. So we'll see how it goes.
Warren Chunky said, get some melatonin. I don't know if you can get that here, can you? All the Americans, I've seen it where all the Americans are like, yeah, I take melatonin all the time and helps me sleep. And I was like, can we get it here? I don't even know if we can.
No.
Ask Jenny. Jenny's sitting next to you.
The thing is, man, I'm real funny with like, I don't like, you know, I'm married to somebody who's like big in pharmaceutical, and I don't take nothing. I try really hard not to take anything at all. So, you know, I don't want to become dependent on anything. You know, that's the problem. If I start fucking about with shit like that, then whenever I'm struggling to sleep, I'm going to be like, yeah, so a bit of that. You got a problem. So, no, I
did actually take some sleeping tablets at one point, and they didn't really help anyway, but like at the time. And they just like, they gave this horrible metallic taste in my mouth. It was just nasty. And when you woke up, it just like this horrible taste.
Once I was having some really bad hay fever, and I took some of that. What was it? I took Piriton for it, and I remember I took it, and then about 3 or 4 hours later or something, I missed like Jenny come home, and you know, she was like, "Going to go shopping or something." So we went shopping, and I was so tired, right? I was losing the will to fucking live, and I remember. I can't remember what happened, but we had some sort of disagreement, and I was clearly being unreasonable. I was so tired that I just literally threw my trolley into the aisle. I literally like launched the fucking trolley in a rage about probably prices of peanuts or something ridiculous. And then as I got home, I literally left in the shop because I just was like, I was about to fucking lose my mind. And I was like, I can't take that. I can't take that shit.
I had a really bad cough, and I had some cough medicine, and I was taking the cough medicine and then drinking as well. And then I realized I'd literally drunk the whole bottle of cough medicine, and I had like 3 or 4 beers. And on the train home, I was just like, well out. It was like fucking like spaced out. I'm like, yeah. As I
But
got
this
to about 11, 12 o'clock, I'm like, yeah, I've got to go home. And literally on the train, I was just like, fucking, oh.
It's just this at that time for me, that was just a bit of a scary moment where I was a bit like, it had affected me to the point where I just was, you know what I mean, it weren't right. I wasn't in the right place. So it was like a bit,
Yeah.
So now I just, pop and sneeze and all that shit around hay fever time. I just have to man up, and then I was like, why don't you take it up? Because I know, no.
Stuart Murray in the house, how you doing? Crippler, can't wait to get your thoughts on Venom Rise. I should have it out in the next few days, so
You make me sick.
I'm actually
You could have been given your opinions on this chat would have been actually useful. So you were meant to open it so that you could actually comment on it, so that you could give your opinion here. Would have been useful. Now you've just now to mock you just left it.
When are you on? Are you on next week?
Who?
Are you on the chat next week?
I think so. I think I'm going on holiday like towards the end of the week. I should be on here. And it depends. It might be Tuesday again because I think I go Thursday. Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. So it'll be Tuesday next week.
Cool. Wait Geo wanted a hand job instead of some head. I think he's talking about the Mysterio. Nelson, how you doing? How's everyone doing this evening? Not too bad. I mean, man.
Best question ever.
Bonus Hush Superman is waitlisted already on Sideshow. That doesn't surprise me, but I don't think they would have had a lot of stock anyway.
Not a big allocation in it. Would be a big allocation for Sideshow. They're giving it very little numbers at the minute.
Oh yeah, for sure. Made it. Hope all's good. How you doing, Tommy Cole? Good to see you. They were cheeky, charging $251 more for the P1 bonus 2. Don't surprise me with the prices that Prime One charge for shipping. It does not surprise me in the slightest. Even speculation to charge a bit extra, but then when you balance it out, as George was saying about, it wasn't George, it was someone else I was talking to earlier. So take that back. Sometimes the prices can be a little initially higher, but the shipping will totally negate that because Prime One shipping is ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous.
I'm getting like a massive Colossus piece sent very soon, and the shipping price is just compared to this, just ridiculous. I don't know if this Colossus is 2 boxes. It may well be.
Yeah.
If it isn't, but it may well be, and it's just ridiculous. It's not even a third or a fifth of the prices that Prime will charge. And this is a piece this is 1/3 scale level pieces like Juggernaut is. I mean, I have Juggernaut. I have ATF one Juggernaut in my collection. He's bigger than a 1/3 Thanos. I'm not joking when I say that. He's bigger. He's bigger in every capacity. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but the way that Thanos was boxed, there was no polystyrene.
No. What I mean is that the ATF characters, they're big. And they don't fuck about with the scaling. What I'm saying is I have a 1/4 Juggernaut, and I know he's 9'3", and Thanos is only 6'8". I understand, but the figures are the same. They're the same height, or maybe Juggernaut's ever so slightly taller, maybe half an inch or so. But it is literally when you look at Thanos and you look at Juggernaut, and they're right in my eye line, you'd think they're the same scale. You understand what I'm saying? So. This Colossus, when it comes, it'll be big, and
based on that Colossus is obscene. But that's talking about shipping as well. The shipping for the Christian Bale life-size bust, that was 2 boxes, and that cost $350 USD from China to be shipped by sea. No taxes when you do it by sea as well. The XM Studios Venom, that was 2 boxes. And they are actually wider, and that was $650, which I thought was a bit expensive for a C. And then this Venom, which is like a fucking fridge, that was, I think, did you say 500?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's a massive box. That's like the size of a washing machine.
It's a massive box. Well, the box, because the box was in a massive box as well, and it had a pallet and all this shit going on. So it was like a meter 13. So it's huge. Walton Chunky, Alex, you set yourself up for that Raz from Geo. I do it all the time. I do it for entertainment. I do it for your entertainment. I was thinking to piss on it and make the whole thing yellow. That's all right. Alex, we got Night Nurse. Okay. Yeah. Well, is that the same as I can't even remember what melatonin?
No,
I can't believe Collectibles Direct in the UK still has the bonus P1 Hush up for pre-order. It's probably because their prices are quite high as well. The Collectibles Direct, I ordered. George is going to hate me anyway for doing this, and I've told him anyway, and he'll be disgusted. But I ordered the Prime 1 Rusty Angel, and basically the price from Collectibles Direct was more than Prime 1 plus shipping plus another 25-30%, and it was still more to get from Collectibles Direct. So I'm just like, why am I going to fucking order it from you? Why am I going to? Obviously, you should support local businesses, blah blah blah. But it was still like
right,
£100 or £200 more.
And let me just get something straight. So just because my moral compass about Prime 1 Studios is the way it is, I actually have no. I can't argue that they make some really nice pieces, and if you collect the certain lines that they produce, and you've got to get in bed with the devil. I've had to do it a few times myself. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. I don't feel any particular way if somebody decides to buy Prime 1 Studios just because I don't like them. As far as I'm concerned, I've said this since we started, and I maintain it. Once you start collecting and you're in this, you have to buy pieces. And when you're sitting in your room on your own, not on a chat or not on any social media or not doing any posts, none of that shit. When you're on your own, you want to look around and see characters that you can appreciate and get nostalgic about and enjoy. Have conversation starters with it. What you don't want to do is buy shit because people that you like them. That's not the answer. You got to have, and it's all of identity. There's some of the best parts about doing room tours with other people, going and checking out other collections is you learn so much about them while you're there. The truly good ones. You know what I mean? Where it's got their identity stamped all over the room. That's what you need. Yeah, that's what it's all about. So,
well, you don't want to go to people's collections. You don't want to go to people's collections and just see like a carbon copy of everyone. Like you don't want to go see the same shit every fucking collection.
I also don't like seeing the same stuff. Like I really don't like it if somebody has loads from one person. If I go into a place, if I go in and they've got, let's say they've got 30 pieces or 50 pieces and 48 of them at XM Studios, it's really, the signature is just so similar all the way.
What is like when you see
it really becomes like a big mesh of the same shit. It's really
fun. It was something like Tony Main when he had like all of the Arkham and they're all together. It looks really samey.
I don't. I kind of like my favorite ones when I go see other people's collections is when they've got a little bit of this, they've got a little bit of PCS here, they've got a little bit of Prime 1 there, they've got a little bit of fan art here, they've got a little bit of Bowen there, and you just sort of like get all these little, bits. You start talking to them, you're like, you start because it's different, and it's the same thing. I've got nothing to say because by the time I've started on the first one, I'm going to do that 48 times, am I? Well, I'll go over and go like, why? Oh, you've got some Bowen stuff, or oh, you've got like PCS. That's different. That's like gaming stuff, and all of this is kind of like this. And you get into a conversation. You know what I'm saying? You find some of that sort of nostalgic. Oh, like, well, yeah, I've got this first figure Sonic or whatever the fuck, and it's just like, oh yeah, they really do break it up nicely. Yeah, it's needed.
Yeah, she was saying, just got the shipping notification on the 1 core scale. Queen Black Adam on throne and shipping is ludicrous. 1 core scale will probably only be one box. It is 68.71. Sorry. Jeez.
Fuck that.
Companies, I mean, I don't know whether the actual shipping via sea thing is a legitimate thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know whether that's something that the companies can kind of jump on. but they
They
do
should.
need to if they can. I don't know if it's something though where it's like because you don't pay tax on it, so there's got to be something iffy about it. But with the Infinity Studios one, which was actually the cheapest I've ever paid, they said something about all the taxes have been paid up front, is what they said. So I don't know.
It's probably why they don't want to do it. They
Yeah.
want no one else wants to do it. You can pay that itself.
All right, where are we? What's going on with my mouse? A Sideshow must be charged roughly retail, so I assume $250 extra is what Sideshow is charged to bring in the profit. I don't think that's the case. Sideshow would never pay retail to bring something in. They're getting discount, and they're getting the best discount of any company. So I don't think they're paying retail.
Yeah, don't fall for that shit. There's no way they're doing that. There's no business in that. The margins are too tight as they are.
Disappointment. Yeah. Collect the sound, listening while driving. Drive safe.
Don't crash, motherfucker.
Don't drink and drive.
Coffee.
Akaji the collector, how you doing? Good evening. Is that all right? Akuji? I am the name butcherer, so yeah. If you are here and haven't done already, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Thanks, Nielsen. You need to be our new PA. Like a new.
Get in there, man. That's what we're really bad at. That. I'm sorry. We haven't even said about super chats as well. If anyone wants to donate to the channel.
Danny Lee, how you doing? Good to see you. Dark Cross. Wow, I was tempted to get the Queen Studios Black Adam. Is insane shipping price. Really is. That's crazy. So crazy.
I actually enjoyed that film, the Black Adam film.
It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great.
I think it was great. I said I enjoyed it. I didn't say it was great.
I think with that film, people said that Shazam was a good film, and I found Shazam fucking dreadful, absolute dog shit. So then when people said Black Adam was good, I was like, fuck's sake. And for some reason,
here we go again.
For some reason, Mary and I went to the cinema to see it. I think we must have still had our cinema passes, but we went to see it. And also, the best part was when fucking Cavill comes in, and I was like, oh, yes, they're going to fucking do this and that. And yes.
How is anybody going to follow Cavill for fucking Superman, bro?
Well, same as
how is anybody going to follow him?
That's the funny thing with like Hugh Jackman, isn't it? Is Henry Cavill is in Deadpool as Wolverine, and that's huh?
What?
Spoiler alert.
Henry Cavill is in Wolverine. What do you mean? You just told me
like
something.
He's like a variant. It's been
like an alternative reality.
Yeah, like they do a scene where like he's in a barn. He's like in a barn smoking a cigar, and apparently he's like. I haven't seen it, but apparently he's like. I saw the director talking about it. He says that when Cavill's there, he is like the biggest Cavill you've ever seen on camera, and he just like spends all his time between takes, just basically just doing that, just pumping it like the fucking wire shit bands, and basically he's like.
It's funny. I did some work with him. When he wasn't like a big actor or anything at the time, but I did some conditioning work with him, and I knew that he was doing some like a superhero movie, but I didn't know what it was. Yeah. And obviously, he couldn't say at all. But I mean, all I can say about him is he was the loveliest man. Like, honestly, I've worked with elite level athletes. I've worked with some film people as well, and he was the loveliest person. He just was the most considerate and well-mannered man, and that's just not like a joke. Like he no cameras, no nothing on him. And he was just really so normal that obviously at the time I don't know how early into his acting career that was. That I don't assume it's not really early. But the way he acted, the way he behaved, was like he wasn't a star at all. The only difference is that what I found strange is that people were like bringing him his like food, his meals. Yeah. Like, there was somebody coming and bringing him food, and it was a bit like this is new. You know what I mean? But really, really cool.
I think if I like if I was famous and I was like, we could say I was an actor or something like you know, needed to be physically in shape, or you know, was going to be on camera, right? Not just a YouTube thing. And I had the money, I would definitely pay someone. I would definitely like have someone bringing me.
I think the studios were taking care of it. I think it was part of like what was happening. I
I
don't
think
it was.
Zack Snyder talks about it. Actually, he talks about 300.
Oh, really?
And he says about everyone apart from Jerry. He calls him Jerry. So everyone apart from Jerry, just literally had their meals brought to them. They had a personal trainer coming in. They were training this much time.
Yeah.
And he goes, but Jerry did his own thing. He had his own guy. He had his own diet. He had done his own shit. But basically, everyone else, food. Here's your little thing of food. Eat that. Eat that. Eat that.
Yeah.
And I think I would need that. I would definitely need that because I do stuff and I forget to eat and I forget to do this, and I was like, oh yeah, I was meant to do this or that. You know, if I just had someone going, yeah, Alex, eat that container, I'll be like, oh yeah, all right, okay. Alex, eat that. Okay, yeah, yeah. And you got to think about it as well. Like if you're earning that kind of money, so I mean, for Superman, he probably didn't earn like, you know, tens of millions. He would have still earned a couple of million for that. You would sacrifice like a portion of that just to pay someone to ensure that you are sticking to your diet. I think it's worth it. It's an investment. And on camera as well, if you're going to be Superman, you need to be in like ludicrous shape as well. Funny enough, sorry, just then, Man of Steel is Zack Snyder, isn't it? I didn't even.
Yeah, of course.
I didn't link it. Actually, like purposely, it was subconsciously that actually was linked.
Well, actually, one of my favorites. Actually, I mean, if then all of them, if I was to do like a top 5, they'd probably mostly be all the DC films. To be fair, we're
gonna get Stuart Murray coming in, haven't we?
It would be them. Majority would be them, like the Snyder Cut, Justice League.
Oh wow, Cavill earned 300,000 for Man of Steel.
Yeah, he acted like it. To be honest, but yeah, still a great.
My Marvel is custom XM DC P1. Yeah. Okay. Talking between them is all good. I think Sideshow knew the bonus sold out everywhere. They could charge all they wanted for it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
You're right.
You're right. What's wrong? Okay. I didn't like Shazam either. I just found it a bit like with DC movies. I repeat this too much. I think I just find that their fight scenes go into this video game thing that really bothers me, and they do it really often. They do it with like Aquaman. They do it with all of them, and it just goes like video game style.
Jenny says it's like a computer game. It's funny because
I don't like it.
Love watching it.
Yeah, well, kids would love it. Like, you know, and I just find when I'm watching it, it reminds me of like Blade 2. And Blade 2 did that, and they did some of their scenes are actually don't hold up very well. Blade 2 is a good film, but it doesn't hold up very well. When I saw that palette turn up, it made me laugh. Marvel Middens. Oh, Johnny, how you doing? It's been a while, man. I remember your staircase for your flat. Yeah. Did your unboxing haul. I took off the palette. I took off the black outline, and then I took it up in the shipper on my own. And I think it said 42.5 kilos on it, 45 kilos. But it was really fortunate that it was so close to the size of the staircase that it just slid up. Also, all I had to do was push. I didn't have to lift. I literally tipped on its side, pushed it, and it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. I'm not looking forward to getting it back down, but that's a whole other story. That's the funny thing. I think I left it to Johnny or maybe even George and Johnny to take the Hulkbuster upstairs. I well fucking disappeared when it was time for that one to come out. I've always been a Black Adam fan. I like the movie. I actually have a 1/6 Black Adam on Throne from Beast Kingdom, and it's a very cool sculpt. you could compare the two pieces. Yeah, Beast Kingdom do some nice pieces actually. I actually really like their Disney stuff. I really like their also they do they do Metal Slugs as well. Metal Slugs is a game which when I was in Spain when I was a kid, it's really fucking like cool shooting game, and it's like cartoony. You get these like cartoony vehicles and stuff, and they did one with Marco in the vehicle, I think it was, and it's really cool. But they do some great stuff, really great stuff. Cavarine. Blue Merman must be heading out the door soon. Chad from Tweethead's messaged their customers yesterday confirming the shipping addresses. Cavell comes across as a very likable, cool person. Yeah, he does. He seems really nice. The conditioning of Cavell was probably for the Immortals. It was just before Man of Steel. Yeah. Cavell's a big gamer as well. That video of him building the custom rig is awesome. Yeah, that's been reposted so many times. I love Henry in the role, really down to earth, friendly, but I'm really eager to see David. Yeah, I don't care about that guy. Fuck him, yeah. I think they they should have continued with the Snyderverse. There were rumors about Netflix buying it out and continuing it. I hope that's true. He's a nerd. He's a ladies love him due to his looks. If he wasn't such a cool dude, I'd be upset that he come up to. He is cool. He gets really carried away as well when they're talking about like Witcher and stuff like that. And obviously, he left because he wasn't happy with the way it was going. Boo Zack Snyder. I've got Rebel Moon on my playlist, the director's cuts, which I don't know how well that's going to go down. Anyone seen the Thunderbolts trailer? Not
No.
seen it.
I hear the Red Hulk makes an appearance though, which is cool.
Yeah, it looks quite cool. Yeah, I love Man of Steel. Man of Steel's great. Okay, home. Not crashing, Geo. Thanks for the coaching. Haven't seen Blade 2 forever, but I remember enjoying it. I think there's a bit at the end when they're in that kind of foyer kind of area and they fight and he kind of jumps down and that is really bad CGI. But then again, in the original Blade, where he cuts up Deacon Frost and he's like, what the fuck? That is so bad as well. And then when Deacon Frost
they got to back this. They've got to have the time. Old pieces.
This is that argument that I always come up with about Star Wars is the original Star Wars. When the original Star Wars came out, and if you were able to watch that original version now, which you're pretty much not able to, if you were able to watch it, you would be like, oh my God, this looks fucking terrible. And look how bad the puppets are. Look how bad this is. Look how bad this is. And it would have, oh my God, that doesn't sound right. You know, there'll be so many things, but they fucked with that movie so many times over the last 40 years. But
it's got cold facet. They need to update it, man. Listen, at least they did that. Listen, at least they did that instead of doing what, you know, the NASA did, where they lost the moon landings. They could have done that. They could have just gone, the original footage of Star Wars, yeah. Instead of us updating it and making it look like relevant for today, we just lost it. We just lost it. That technology that we apparently flew to the moon, we landed on. We filmed that. We did it live, by the way. We did all that. Yeah, we just lost all that. All that technology, all that stuff, that multi-billion-pound expedition. We beat the Russians and we got to step foot on the moon. We filmed it all live, weirdly enough. And I don't know where it is. And Ron Howard is the reason that happened. And his dad told him, don't go near that. When he did the Apollo movies, apparently he went to NASA and he wanted all of their tape, all of their film, so that he can make it as real as possible. He could, do as much of it. He wanted all of it, and then they were just like, "Yeah, we've lost it all." And then it's gone.
Well, apparently that's also why Stanley Kubrick died as well, isn't it?
Apparently so. And this is why I'm obviously influencing my son and getting shouted at by my wife because. He was somewhere the other day, and I can't remember what someone was talking about space. He just went to me. He went, "Dad, no one's ever been to the moon. They can't get out of the firmament." I was just like, "Yes, son." My wife's like, "You're going to get him in trouble at school. He's going to go into school and they start talking about that little movie. He's going to be like, no,
Get full of shit. Yeah.
we're going to love that, man. I just love it.
Apparently, he earned a total of 34 million playing Superman in the movies combined. I would have thought he probably would have got some kind of what do they call it? Not the royalty thing, but they when they get the profit stuff as well. I would have thought he would have got some of that. Apparently, there's a thing.
I love that story for twins. It's like one of my favorite Arnold like stories. That one.
Oh, he took no money and took the profit. Like
took money. Took no money. That he suggested they wouldn't make it.
They wouldn't do it. He
was the acting star. He wanted to make this film, and they didn't want to touch it. None of the companies wanted to touch it. None of the big ones wanted to cut. They're like, Arnold, we love you, and we'll make these films. We'll make all the Commandos and Terminators and fucking Predators. You want any of that? Definitely. He was like, I want to do this. I want to do comedy. I want to do this. And they wouldn't touch him. So he said, like, look, don't pay me. He said, if the film does well, I'll take a percentage. If the film does well, I take a percentage of the profits. If it doesn't do well, you don't have to pay me. And he said that in all his career, that's the most money he ever made on any movie. And it stopped people doing that. Actually, just as a rule, it stopped people doing this a similar type of thing. So
but also Jack Nicholson did that in Batman, and there are a few people. That's what Tom Cruise did a lot of times as well, though. Tom Cruise made that's why Tom Cruise is so rich, is because he did that a lot. Like, and he was one of the main people who did that. Also, Will Smith did it a few times and got like 100 million for a few movies. There's quite a few of them actually who went there. But
anybody did it before Arnold, bro. Arnold's the man to do it.
Well, when did Twins come out?
89.
Well, yeah, but
90 maybe.
Jack Nicholson did it for Batman.
Yeah, that's 89 isn't it, as well.
Oh yeah, Twins is 88.
There you are.
Batman is 89, isn't it? Yeah, okay.
He led the way. Fucking on, he got love in that.
I'm sure there's got to be someone like who's that fucking guy in Apocalypse Now? No, the guy from Apocalypse Now. I bet he would have done it.
Brando.
Brando must have done that, man. Brando fucking well would have done that.
My mum used to love him. My mum used to talk about him all the time, and I used to go, "Oh, fucking child." He'd be like, like all the time talking about how good he was, and then I watched the film called The Score with Robert De Niro and it's Robert De Niro and Edward Norton, and it's Marlon Brando. There's a scene, and I love watching extra features. I just love special features in movies. One of my favorite things.
You used to watch that thing on Sky. You used to watch that Actor Studio thing, did you?
Yeah, but I like all the extra stuff, the stuff behind the scenes, the stuff. And there's a bit where they say like masterclass by Brando or something, and De Niro or whatever, and it's basically like just this simple scene where they come into like Marlon Brando's bar. He's like a bar owner. He sets up all the jobs. He's like behind the scenes guys who sets up all the jobs for De Niro to do. And they're just talking at the bar. All it is a very simple scene of them talking. And basically it shows you probably 15 cuts, the same scene, from start to where the scene ends. And basically Marlon Brando says the same thing 100 different ways. In each cut, it's a different way of saying the same point. So if the point is I'm trying to make you is over the road on the left, there's an orange store. Yeah. We want to buy an orange, a particular, whatever it is, he delivers you all of that information, but every word he uses is different in each cut, in each take. Robert De Niro is trying to keep up with him, and it is absolutely laughable how good Brando is at that, and De Niro is not.
But doesn't De Niro tries to do? There's another thing later on though, where De Niro does that in Heat or something, doesn't he? There's a part of it in Heat where he's like ordering something, and De Niro like does like loads and loads of takes and totally different every single time, and it was right. Confusing. I mean,
you watch them both try. They're both doing it. They're both doing it. Brando and De Niro in the Score, and it's just on. It's like watching a father and son speak.
Yeah,
it's different levels. And De Niro is at the peak of his powers, and Brando is an old man, and it's still different. It's just I remember sitting there and watching it and go, shit, my mother was right. He's really on a different. He's on a different network that time.
Yeah, I
He's
got to put
he's
that
on a
on.
different game.
Was it the score?
That guy's playing chess, man, not checkers. I'm telling you, he's on a different. It's a different level.
Hold on, the score. That's on my list. There you go. It's been a while.
It's a wicked film. You will never see that pop up as well because Edward Norton plays a guy who's like mentally disabled who isn't really mentally disabled. So he plays like a guy with special needs who's like a cleaner.
Yeah.
And he isn't. He's pretending. That's part of the con.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's why you won't see it because they don't, obviously we can't do that.
Yeah,
So
can't
they're all like playing all of that, and it's like, oh no, you'll never see that film. Will never come on.
Well, I found out. I can't remember if I told you on the chat or not. But the reason why you don't see that clown film we watched as a kids.
It's a paedophile guy, isn't it?
Yeah, the guy who directed it is the director of fucking Jeepers Creepers, and he got done for being a paedophile, so that's why you don't see it.
Can we still see Jeepers Creepers then? That's weird.
No, you don't see Jeepers Creepers anymore.
Really, it's just number 2. But did not do that one.
I think he did like 2 and 3 or so, but he created the character. I don't think you see Jeepers Creepers much anymore.
Oh, okay. That's a bit different.
No.
Big created character.
Dave Wolf in the house, how you doing?
Yo, brother.
How is the truth? I heard he just walked away from Warhammer due to him not liking the direction. Wow, that's interesting.
He's really passionate about that, isn't he? I mean, I don't know that from when I met him. It was when we were working together, but I've just seen it on videos that I've seen him get really geeked out about Warhammer, so I can imagine.
He does. There's a guy. Someone brings it up, and then he goes, "Oh, what are you running?" And he goes like, "Oh, I'm running necromancers and da 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 da." You know, are you? Oh, okay. As I get into it, yeah. Blade 3 was a dumpster fire. I don't dislike.
That's well bad.
There are some bad parts.
Now, Chunky, you're right, lad. You're fucking well right. This is fucking terrible.
There's some funny bits. I mean, you cock juggling thunder cunt.
That's what I mean also, isn't it?
Empire was the decent special edition. George messed with the other ones too much. Yeah, I agree. And the thing that bothers me about Star Wars is that I actually saw it on something the other day I watched. What was it I was watching the other day? And they did exactly the same things where you have in between the new kind of Star Wars stuff and the Mandalorian and all this sort of things. There's always these like establishing shots. And you have like an establishing shot in this area. And all of a sudden this like little fucking random lizard thing will pop up or this little bug. And they always do that. They always fucking do that.
A little animal
like,
in.
Like it's just like
past. Yeah, I know.
It's just like overkill because it's every time, and that bothers me a little bit. But it was not something I watched the other day. I was watching it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, they've been watching that."
But if you watch the originals, man, it's devoid of life. Every planet they show you, they're establishing shots. There's nothing there, so you just be like, "Oh, that's why fucking nothing there."
Alex, I know the exact blade scene you're talking about. Really bad CGI. Yeah. It was bad. Hand shot first. Yeah. We only watched Blade 2 because the guy from Bros. I'm not even going to sing it. I sung it on the Hellboy 2 video, didn't I?
Yeah.
I can't because my door's open and the baby's sleeping. Oh yeah, someone actually done it underneath. There you go.
Yeah.
Get my pictures in the paper.
Funny, I went to a Bros concert with my neighbour. My neighbour's daughter. I went to Wembley to see them. I was a kid.
What with Leanne?
Was that her name? Louise.
Oh, Louise. No, Louise was downstairs.
Yeah, that's what I went with.
Leanne was your neighbour.
Yeah, I'd not been. No, we're not going to get into that. But yeah, I mean, I went with Louise downstairs. He was like a lot older than me, but we went. I went with her, and I'm sure it was like. I'm sure it was. I can't remember. I remember being there. I remember the opening thing. I don't know why, but I remember it. I remember that like I was sitting there, and then they're all like running or something on the fucking thing, running to come out on the stage, and I was a bit like, I didn't even know what it was. I was so young. I don't even know what I was there for. There was that song. Come.
Yeah. Scarlett Johansson had profit sharing, which is why she used tickets. Yeah, when they released Black Widow on Disney Plus at the same time. Yeah, but she sued them, didn't she? She ain't coming back.
Boo-hoo, you fucking elitist fucking.
Deadpool and Wolverine passed $1 billion. That's pretty awesome.
Good for them. Good.
That's good as well, because that hopefully now will get Disney to wake the fuck up with what they're doing with the movies. Hopefully. And they're talking about now that guy who plays Blade, they're going to scrap him and they're going to bring back Wesley Snipes, allegedly. They're going to scrap the whole Blade movie and start again. That'd be great. That was actually, I don't know the whole story, but apparently with Blade 3, Wesley Snipes was a cunt, basically, and he absolutely hated Ryan Reynolds. And Ryan Reynolds hated him. And they constantly argued on set. They constantly disagreed with everything. And there was a whole thing about Wesley Snipes had a problem because those people took too much screen time away from him.
Yeah.
And he's meant to be the star. So they were going to do like a Midnight Suns, I think it was going to be for number 4. And then Wesley Snipes is like, fuck you. I don't want to do this. And he walked away. But apparently, 20 years later, Ryan Reynolds calls him up and he's like, the fuck does this guy want? Fuck him. I don't like this guy, whatever. And then, they made a truce. So, yeah.
Well, I don't think there's such thing as that. I don't think fucking Ryan Reynolds is capable of hating anyone.
Yeah.
He just seems to be like water for ducks back, that guy. He's somebody that, if he is how he portrays himself to be, he just doesn't seem to be bothered. It doesn't seem to, I kind of appreciate that. I kind of like that.
I do think, though, that if you spent a lot of time around him, you'd really bother the fucking hell out. Really, it'd be annoying.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. But I don't like really, other than my wife, I don't like really anybody enough to be around for too long. And when I was in Singapore with you, after day 3, I could have fucking smothered you and killed you, left you there, and got back on the plane. I could have done it easily. She's next to you. Jesus. No, it's genuinely the truth. If I've got to be honest, in my life, it is a real thing where people, after a while, they grate on me to the point where I'm just a bit like, you really need to fuck off and go. Like, if I'm around, they just bother me, So it does happen. It does happen. The only person I don't really fight with is my wife. Other than that, people fucking bother me. My sister, my mother, any relative of mine, people, anybody that I sort of like for a while. If they're in my pocket, if they're in my pocket and I can't escape them, it's just like, honestly, I'm that guy, right? If I was on a desert island with 6 people, I'm fucking telling you, I'm the only person. I'll kill every person on the island within a week. Everybody would be. I'd be like, Alex, let's go get some coconuts. You ain't coming back. I'm telling you, I can come back about 7 pounds fatter, and you will not come back. And that would be every person eventually. But like, John, your time for coconuts, bro. Let's go get some coconuts. I know for a fact that that's to be true. It's just the way things are. That I can't explain it, but it's really honestly true. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've known you all my life and we talk all the time, but if I'm in your pocket and I can't escape you, you know what it's like. Because when we went to the con, I think on day 3 or 4, there was tension because it was like, I can't.
The con's actually only 2 days.
I know, but we were there for a week, weren't we? We were there 5 or 6 days. We were there quite a long time. If it had been 2 days, it'd been fine. 2 days, I could sleep. Yes, no problem.
For a couple more. On the HMO booth. That's when it cracked. We cracked.
But it's not. It's just my personality. It's just how things are.
It was both of us. I think both of us lost it though. On that moment.
Yeah, probably. Maybe. I can't remember, to be honest. But I know that after a while, it's just a case of this.
Well, we had to go. It was literally like we were doing something, and then we had to stop, and then we went off, and we were just like, all right, let's go get some food. Go get some food and a coffee, and we just sat there for about an hour having coffee and the food, and did not talk to each other. It's where that big fucking water thing comes down.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it scares the shit out of you that when it catches you because it comes out of nowhere. If you're not paying attention, because it fills up above your head. If you're not paying attention, when it falls, it really does what's that? Yeah.
Warren Chunky says, I believe Alec Guinness took a portion of the proceeds for Star Wars. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be a chunk of change. Robert Downey Jr. earned extra $55 million on Endgame because of his back-end deals. Yeah. I was watching Twisters. I kept noticing a guy who just looked so much like Superman, a cross between Cavill and Tom Welling. Turns out it was David Corenswet. Yeah, that's the new guy. He does actually in some pictures look like Cavill at times. Yeah. Tom Welling was good at Superman as well. Smallville. Infinity War I still love. Endgame is nothing but a collection of cool set pieces. I think
that's a great statement. I kind of agree with that, to be honest. I think I've got to be honest. It takes a bit of a nosedive after Infinity War. Infinity War is easily the best month for me.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I'm a big Thanos fan, so it was always going to tick all them boxes for me. But I just kind of like that.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful. Sexy Lamb. They made 2 more sequels, and they all bombed. What are we talking about now? Blade or no?
Anything, fuck us.
That was 9 minutes ago. Sorry, man.
Yeah.
Sorry, I know it's not great to make a joke. Yeah, IT crowd. Yeah, my girlfriend actually watches that quite a lot. I understand that reference. Didn't Snipes get in trouble for tax evasion? Yeah, he went to prison for like 5-6 years. He was in jail up until 2013. He was in jail, and then he came out, and then he did. He was away for a while, and then he did Expendables. Try and get some money back. Yeah, I need protective services. So you eventually start to stink, and Geo might begin to plot your demise. Yeah.
With Alex, bro. Alex has no sense of smell, so you got a real problem with things around someone's look.
Yeah. Jeepers Creepers. Oh yeah.
Alex has to get somebody to taste his milk to make sure it's still okay.
I did actually. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, Alex does that. He does most shit. So like you have to manage him a little bit sometimes. You come back from the con, you go out for dinner. Alex is like, yeah, let's go. I'm like, Alex, get in the fucking shower, bro. Get in the fucking shower now. It's like that. I'm all right. I'm still good at that. No, honestly,
I can't. You can't spell shit. I've do a loud like I taste the air. Okay, it's a bit.
He can't spell anything. I actually feel sorry for him, and I think that's why he can like eat all this crazy shit. Like he will eat crazy shit, like newborn children or some nonsense. I mean, like he had like some chicken egg thing, like weird thing I seen him do once. It looks so bad. I was like sitting there like fucking rank. Like.
Well, they tried to get us with the Dorian fruit, and even like for me, it was like, well, this is not a problem because the problem with that is the smell. So fuck you guys.
Yeah.
But then with you, it was still not a problem because you were lucky enough to be in that percentage of people who it's either sweet or it tastes. Do you remember that guy, Frank? And he literally looked like he was about to cry, and we were like, "Why is it that bad?" He's like, "It tastes like an oniony melon."
We were fine. I mean, dude, you took it to the next level with that egg thing. That I couldn't do that. That was like you were like crunching that. Like I think that's his beak. I was a bit like, no, that's no. That's no good.
Sounds like Alex has grave mouth.
There's limits. There's limits to that shit, and you're on a different planet. I don't know. There's no way. It's like fuck it.
But when I had that egg as well, people were like, "Oh, was it good?" I was like, "Yeah, it was all right." And they were like, "Oh, did you drink the soup?" And I was like, "No." I cracked it and it fucking spilled over the table. Guy, the soup's the good part. I'm like, "Isn't that the waste?" And they're like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay, okay." I'm glad I didn't get the
glad it went. Oh yeah, fuck that. No.
It was creepy watching Alex touch his own armpit and make me smile. My girlfriend was standing in the doorway over there, looking at me as if to say, "What the fuck are you doing?" So, yeah. All right, let's get on to these pictures. Actually, I'll tell you what we do first is let's just do Jay's little message.
Yeah, let's catch up with Jay. That'd be great.
So I'm not sure how this is going to play or whether it's going to go over us or if it's going to be a thing, but let's, shut up for a minute, George.
Hi guys, on behalf of Legendary Beast Studios, I would like to say thank you for your continued support on us, and we would also like to express our gratitude to XM Studios for the opportunity and public support they have given us. And after so many trials and tribulations, Legendary Beast Studios has gotten a chance to have our own Marvel license. Thank you so much, guys. We will do our best to meet the expectation of our loyal fan base. Also, stay tuned on us on LBS YouTube for video with more updates on the reveals for Marvel and DC. Let's make collecting exciting again. For your guys' information, Amazing Spider-Man will be up for pre-order on August 24, 2024. So stay tuned and please support. All right? Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
Awesome.
Yeah, so if you didn't catch the last part, he said that the Spider-Man 1/3 scale piece will be up on August 24th this year. So that is in about 12 days, something stupid like that.
Yeah, 12 days. So that should be next Monday, 2 Mondays time.
Something like that. Anyway, so that's going to be up, and Jay's got his Marvel license. Now we sort of like we had murmurings. We have a few contacts that have told us it's looking good. So that is
Saturday.
That is a fantastic achievement for them. We don't know what that really entails with the Philippines license, what that entails for people from the US. We're trying to get Jay on as well to sort of like go through it and stuff, but he's like crazy busy at the minute. So we'll try to get him on and see if we can start talking about it and let him run through how that's going to work. I think it's going to be the same sort of thing as what happened with XM when they first originally started, wasn't it? You're going to need somebody sort of in the middle to sort of help you and sort you out. I'm sure that could be easily arranged. But the great news is he's got an opportunity there, so he's going to be able to put his DNA. So it's great news for Legendary Beast Studios. Massively huge congratulations, bro. Obviously, we've got mad love for Jay. So obviously, all good times. So really happy for him.
Great. That's huge congratulations to Jay. And I can't wait to see the pieces that they are going to bring out. I mean, I've been fortunate enough, and G has been fortunate enough to see some of the pieces that they're working on. And I've seen a lot of pictures that have gone up on his stories. So he posted a lot of things that are coming. So yeah, there's going to be so many things coming from Legendary Beast. So many.
If you're not subscribed over there to like sort of watching what they're doing on their Facebook group or their YouTube, I suggest you do it now. Certainly if you're into Marvel and stuff, you want to probably be on the ground floor there and start having your communications and working out what's happening before it's too late, because like he's saying, Spider-Man's already going up in literally 2 weeks, so now's the time to get over there and see what's going on. So if there is some sort of situation where you're going to need to sort of grab a piece and how you're going to get it, you can get into that over there.
Well, also, I'm sure Todd Spec Fiction will be your guy as well if you're over stateside. And also the next piece, I read somewhere, the next piece after Spider-Man is going to be Thanos. So, good. Yeah. So Thanos
obviously, I can attest how good that is, because that's like the best pieces I have. So,
and also, it's clearly not been listening to the chat because we were talking about we just ate the Dorian fruit on there, but yeah.
But, my Thanos is the original comic scale that I told Jay to make. So mine is the 6'8" Thanos instead of the bigger one, which is the one that they're going to release. So you'll get the bigger scaled Thanos. So I think he's probably like about 2 or 3 inches taller than my one. Okay, so yeah, this is I got this piece in recently. So this is the Bowen Designs Pyro. I got this from Han Lee. If you don't know him, he's big Bowen sort of guy. I actually got a real touch with this because there was a little bit of damage on the box, so I got a bit of a touch in price wise. So I was really happy with this. And then when it came in, actually, it's fantastic. So it's a sculpted. What was it by Joseph Mena? I think this is one of his only ones. Is now.
I think this is the only bust he does, and then he also does the Maestro. Mysterio on the throne. No, Maestro. Mephisto on the throne. Sorry.
Yeah.
There again.
Yeah, I got this piece in, so I'm really happy with this. So there's about 600 of these. I think it's quite a low edition size for the busts. Yeah, so I'm happy with this.
Yeah, super nice piece. Really nice.
My wife likes it as well, which doesn't know.
No.
So I see some yeah. So yeah, there you are. So it's got all that clear resin stuff in it. It's done like about 15 years ago. You've got our clear resin base as well. The flame actually is nice. Got like a sort of wave effect going through it, which is a nice little touch. You've got the old, the suit there as well. It's a nice classic suit for Pyro. Good X-Men villain. So yeah, I was happy with this, and I managed to get a signed one, which was a really nice surprise. I didn't know that.
Well, I don't think handed either.
Well, I spoke to him actually, and I said, "Did you know that it was signed?" And he said that he knew, but he didn't tell me that it was. He said, he knew it was signed. But this is just a great little touch as well. I've got quite a few signed Bowen stuff. A lot of it is accidental, but a lot of it, is just luck of the draw. So I'm really happy with that. Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's great to get those pieces and they're signed.
You get the two type of signatures. You get a full Randy Bowen signature. I've got a couple of those, and then you get this one, which is the RB thing. He does if the base is quite small, or there's not a lot of space to write across it.
Yeah, no, it's a nice piece, really nice piece.
Yeah, you can see sort of there, sort of what you get in there. But it is one of the more sought after. That's a little wave thing. It's pretty cool. So this is one of the more sought after sort of busts that they make. Which I'm quite.
Is there like a wire in there or not?
In where? I don't know.
Within that clear resin, is there like a wire in the middle?
I don't know. No, like I say, the gap is there's a gap. I can stick my finger through that.
No wire. I mean, you see, like here, is there like a wire to add some kind of support or?
Can't see it, but if there is, it's well hidden in the paint.
Yeah.
There is a wire going from either side of the ones across his arms.
Yeah.
That's bang, man. It's a nice piece.
It's a really nice piece.
Yeah, got in the leader as well. So if you don't know him from like the Incredible Hulk sort of villain, in the first, the Incredible Hulk, like, is in the film as well. It's the guy who's like, I think he's Mr. Blue, trying to help him out in the movie. It sort of alludes that he's going to become the leader. Sort of towards the end of that, he gets his blood mixed with Banner's, then he ends up becoming like, almost like a big Mega Mind rip-off in it. So yeah, I got him in as well. What are you doing?
What do you mean?
Where's the pictures? What are you doing?
Oh, I clicked the wrong button. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll click through the pictures a bit quicker because it's flowing. There's a lot of pictures. Let's go. Yeah. This was part of the bundle from hand anyway. So this one, I think that's Rick Force. I think it was him. Is it Force? Rick Force. He's the sculptor of this one. But yeah, nice piece. Like, yeah, picked this up pretty reasonable as well. I think this one was like
I got this one as well. I actually do like it. Quite like it.
Got some nice work on it and that.
It's clean paint, yeah.
It's clean. Sculpted like different as well. He's like quite lean and gangly. He's got a really big elongated head with a big sort of antenna, I think, on there, and sort of a remote control in his hand. It's pretty cool. Nice little thing if you've got like, a proximity piece for any Hulk statues that you may have. So this is the sort of thing that just goes under the radar. Because if you have any type of quarter scale Hulk, that's a fantastic little nod to put around it. Now I picked in there. I never get to pronounce this guy's name correctly. Is it Shiar?
Pass.
The Gladiator, probably like the Shiar, isn't it? The Shiar, is that right? He's obviously part of the Annihilators and all that kind of business, the cosmic lot. So I have him in with like my Black Bolt piece. And he obviously could have gone in with Ronan and all them kind of guys and Thanos. But it's a nice piece. This is actually one of the few busts actually that's sculpted by Eric Sosa. It's an Eric Sosa.
But he also did Psylocke.
Yeah.
Obviously, then he did Deadpool as well for the full scale ones.
He's pretty badass though. He's like sort of like an alien Superman style, isn't he? Big, bulky, decent bust. You can see the size of him there. He's pretty good.
Yeah, you said it's quite heavy. I don't remember it being heavy.
It is heavy, man. It's a heavy one. Yeah, it is definitely one of the heavier ones.
Then again, I don't remember Apocalypse being that heavy either.
Yeah.
It's nice. I'm glad I picked it
Nice
up.
piece. Quite,
Toad.
and then I got in the Toad to another X-Men villain here, which is pretty just like part of the bundle job that I got. It's nice to buy these when you can get them in like a bundle like that. Get a good deal on them all. This is a good like classic X-Men sort of villain. I had a long conversation with my son about what he can do, because my son just didn't get it. He was like, "Why do they call him that?" I was a bit like, we're getting into the long tongue situation and the spitting poison sort of slobber. So yeah. But yeah,
Junkie saying, "Love Sinister Mohawk dude, not my bag. I have a custom Toad."
So this is nice. So yeah, this is the Toad. So again, another nice one if you've got like things like Cyclops or Colossus or any sort of like X-Men sort of. Even if you've got like the Magneto or something at the minute, I have Pyros for the Magneto.
I like the acid base on it.
Yeah, it's cool, man. It's cool. He's got like quite this very sinister sort of looking sort of face and stuff. It's pretty good. I mean, the hair sculpt stuff's pretty well done. So
yeah,
the time you got to appreciate it. It's pretty nice, vibrant as well, very colourful. I think I've got him in with Cyclops at the minute, so he's in there with Cyclops, XM Cyclops.
No, he's quite cool. Yeah, it's better than I thought he'd be. Bit of Jonathan Hart there. Go on then. Go on.
So we got the Silver Surfer sort of villain, Jack of Hearts here. And Alex is like obviously a little bit bent out of shape out of this. Obviously, it's almost like the cucumber. The greengrocers run out of cucumbers again for him because he got. He's a bit like, why have you got this? Why do you want this one? This is a character I like, but I wanted a couple of proximity pieces for the Surfer that I have, so this was one of the ones I chose. So it's a nice one.
Yeah, I think I'll pick this one up anyway. But I was reading into him the other day. Actually, he's quite a lot of. He had like a relationship with She-Hulk.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like a long relationship with She-Hulk. Yeah, but his problem is he like absorbs people's powers. Yeah. So I think he took someone's power away, and then he ended up having to disappear for a bit. But no, it's a nice piece. Or is he like an oversized then?
Yeah, I mean, you can see next to Sinister really in a couple of other pictures. You can see what I'm saying. He's like a bit bigger. Sinister's like an average size bust, like a 6-inch one. So he's like about 6.5, 7-inch one.
Yeah.
But yeah, nice colours on it. Really nice, lovely metallic paints and very decent face sculpt. Sort of, it's done very well. It's a very nice bust, to be fair. Very colourful as well.
Yeah, I like it.
Goes really well with the sort of the blacks there. Goes very well with Black Surfer. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like doing with them. And then I'll remove that coin and then I'll put the Nova in the other side. Yeah. Frankie Ray one. So if I can fit it in there, that's what I like, to do. I've got him in there with the Fallen. I think he just looks cool there. This is the Colossus that I've got coming in. Very soon. Huh?
Is it shipping?
Shipping next week. It's going to be shipping next week, so it's going to be interesting. I don't know whether what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick to C and then wait the 6-8 weeks. It gives me more time.
Yeah.
I've got a deal going on at the moment, so a big piece of mine will actually be out of the way, so I can display this Colossus as soon as it comes in. But that is like I need to actually reach out to the guy and say when is he paying the final installment so I can ship it. So I'll reach out, I think, tomorrow and sort of just.
Is that the Aussie deal?
Yeah. So it'll be like, I need to pay for the shipping for that. It's going to be like expensive. So he's got his final bit to pay, which is the shipping bit. So I need to find out what date so that I can sort of calculate this. Because if I do bump it up and get it sent over by air, it'll be with me in 5 days. So if he ships it like next week, the end of next week, it'll be with me the end of the week after, or the start of that next week after that. I need to be careful because I'm going on holiday as well, so I need to look at it and see what's what. Because it's no good this coming while I'm not here, because my mother and father will have a stroke.
That seems to be what happens every time you go somewhere.
Every time I go away, yeah. does happen. Like, I don't have anything come in for like weeks and weeks and weeks, and then they come and stay at my house and look after the dog, and then all of a sudden they're like, George, there's loads of boxes here. Yeah, and that's obviously the bust. You get like a few switch outs with this one, so you get the cross-armed one, and I think there's a bearded head and like a other plain head like that.
The one with a sledgehammer or something.
There's one where he holds a sledgehammer, and there's one where he holds the eye of the sentinel in his hand as well.
Oh, okay.
Sort of like, but I sold the XM Colossus because I pre-ordered this one. I really kind of like. I don't know what it is. I think it's from my time with the animated series. I really like him in like the jeans and the vest look. That reminds me of when he's building like Xavier's mansion in the car. You know what I mean? In the animated series, he's like walking around in the vest all the time. So I was a bit like, yeah, it's fucking really cool, and it's a really nice job. I like the big sentinel head and stuff. I think it looks banging. So
that looks cool. I don't know where the fuck you put it, but it looks cool.
I want to put it where the one I've sold is going. Probably where I'll put it, and it'll probably look better actually because it goes in with the X-Men.
I love the Captain Britain Bowen bust with the lions on the base.
Yeah, that's nice. I've got that one, and I've got the Union Jack has the lions too.
There are a few shell keys that get around the Marvel Universe. Okay, so I was talking about the Gladiator. Evening, how you doing, Luch? Ross Carter, how's it going? Welcome to the pie. John Smith, Colossus. Nelson Ortega, love how that Colossus has the tattered clothing.
Yeah, it's kind of what I like.
Yeah, but first I'll fix your house. Yeah,
that's where I was going.
She-Hulk. Okay. She-Hulk gets around. Okay. Yeah, I saw because I was reading about the She-Hulk actually, and it said her, Tony Stark, had quite a list of them. Yeah.
She-Hulk's easy, eh?
Yeah. Oh yeah, yours is quite yellow, isn't it?
This is it. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. I mean, obviously he's made his really clear. You can see behind. Nico Bellic's done his to his one, and in the end, I was saying to Ian, he was like, "Dude, how did he do that?" And I was just like, I can reach out and ask him, but it was just easier to send it off, and he can just do it. You can see how yellow that is. Like how he was like, "Is that been like a smoker's house or something?"
You see that window behind him?
Yeah.
They're windows, right? And there's like a big clock or something in the middle. He bought like an old church and converted it.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's why he's got those kind of stained glass windows like that.
Stay close to God, man. That's the way.
Oh no, it makes sense. He's talking about the She-Hulk thing. Yo, how you doing? Happy JCG art.
Hey, bro.
Welcome to the pie. This then is the Dark Side Collectibles Penguin. So this is going to be with their line that they're doing. So this is going to be up with their obviously the Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman.
We seen any pictures of that in hand yet?
The Catwoman, there was a few pictures. It does look good.
It's quiet.
Sorry,
it's quiet. It's just quiet. I haven't seen a lot of it.
Yeah, I've seen a few of them, but not many.
Just the stuff coming out of there at the moment. It's like a whimper. It's coming out, and nobody seems to give a shit.
Well, yeah, I mean the Arnold stuff. There don't seem to be many of them around.
I'm not seeing any of this stuff.
The only person I've seen is Brendan Reeves, who basically went to a store, and I think they sent him on to review or something. I don't think he bought it, honestly, but yeah, I think he got it from like a store as a review one, and then he had to give it back or something. Batman Returns was a dumpster fire, Geo. Was it?
Is that dumpster? Is that a bad thing? It's bad, isn't it?
Yeah, shit.
I like Batman Returns.
Yeah.
Sort of. I say that loosely.
George, there you go. There's one for you there. Dave Cundy, my buddy, sent me a video back in the day of WWE wrestler China in a She-Hulk movie I never wanted to see. I watched that as well. I watched it. It bothered me because all the paint kept coming off, like rubbing off on her.
That's a fucking nerd. You look like funny you are. I like China back in the day.
She died, didn't she?
Yeah, but I liked it before that. Before she died, I liked all the sort of like crazy drug fuel sort of porn
Yeah.
situation started. She was wrestling. She was cool.
Yeah, no, I've seen.
But that's
I've
my
seen,
era. That's like my era. The Attitude Era. It's sort of DX. That era. I mean, obviously, I was in it. I was into wrestling when Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior. We went through all that and Macho Man era, all of them eras. I was there for that. The best era for me was that era, that Attitude Era with The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, DX, all them guys. It was just a crazy era.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I saw that movie as well. But anyway, and then the funniest one is the Edward Scissorhands one, but we won't go there. Yeah, so then there's a reminder. So Amazing Spider-Man, August 24th, will be up for PO. And this then is the announcement about that. Jay's already done that, so we don't need to do that again. These are actually cancelled products from Prime One. So apparently the company that Prime One were working with is something like Shimu Studios or something like that they were called. They run something dodgy, apparently in Asia, and it's quite documented in like Asia. But we'd already heard about it. And but this snake was really expensive. I mean, it was like their platinum premium line or something, wasn't he? So they released it, and it was like $2,500 or something. So I think it's been fucked off, been cancelled now. But they may go ahead with it in the future without this other company. Same with Megan, which again was a bit of an obscure one for them to do. I mean, I actually did like the movie.
I ain't seen it.
It was all right. It's kind of like a child's play kind of a movie. But it's much better than the new Child's Play. The new Child's Play is really bad. The TV show is meant to be really good, but the actual movie was terrible. And the only thing it could have just had a few more, like, better deaths. That sounds horrible, but when you have a horror film, you want good deaths. And it just had okay deaths. It could have had a bit more. But it was all right. It wasn't the worst movie ever. Then Batman Hush, just because we were going to mention this about how, this went up for pre-order. We spoke about last week about the piece being a reissue. I think, didn't we speak about last week?
Yeah, we did cover it briefly.
So, they released then the bonus edition. That's now sold out. So now they've released a regular edition, which I did sound in my post about it. People were like, there's not a regular edition. They haven't announced it yet. They haven't done this yet. They haven't done that yet. Yeah, I knew as soon as the bonus edition sells out, if it sells out, they were going to go up with the regular edition. It's just obvious. Absolutely obvious. And they've done it. So, yeah. Good job to Prime One for getting the business. Geo, WWF Golden Era, Attitude Era, WWE Ruthless Aggression Era, WCW, ECW, Old TNA, and the Ring of Honor.
Yeah, I was around for all of them, bro.
I still wish Jay posed as Spider-Man with his arms up and out, though he was about to swing away. I don't like that Spider-Man that much, to be honest. Trying to save Triple H many, many times. Doesn't help that Rickman's sitting there with his mouth agape. Yeah. I'm not really a fan of the Spider-Man pose, in all fairness. I think something about it could be better for me. It doesn't really do anything for me compared to some of the other pieces they've done. And these are the custom ones. So we're already on the customs this time. There wasn't really much in the regular world after the San Diego Comic-Con and everything else. This is Albert. So this is the Wolverine android. Yeah. And this looks quite unfinished.
Yeah, does a little bit. It looks a bit like a thingy, doesn't it?
Looks like one of those STL files, but it just doesn't look complete.
Do you know what I really want to see them make is a Saber.
What's that? Who's Saber?
The guy sort of looks like him, who's like completely adamantium, like his skin and that. Like he's got the adamantium arms and stuff. Saber, isn't it? Is it Saber or Cyber? Right, I think it's Saber. It's got like the mask, like Wolverine's mask, but there's like a bandana thing at the back.
No. What? SABRE?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, like SABER. Saber. Oh, it's that's him. Yeah. I remember this brilliant cover where he's fighting with Wolverine and Wolverine's adamantium claws are like snapped in half.
No, this comes up with a whole other load of shit.
Cyber. Maybe it's that.
Cyber.
Maybe it's
CYB.
Yeah.
No, that's a guy who. Oh, okay, I know him. He's the guy who's like got like a black outfit, and he's.
You got a bandana on.
No, he's not bald. Hold on, I'm trying to get a good picture. I do remember. I remember this guy. This guy.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, I remember him. I remember him.
That's a cool Wolverine villain.
I remember
Fan
that
art
card.
people should be
That
making.
card there.
That's him. Yeah, that's the one with the adamantium body. See what I'm saying? He's got like a.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like close up on his mask. He's got like a thing over his head, isn't he? Like a mask, but no spikes on Wolverine. Jesus, I can actually log into this shit this way.
What's that?
There it is.
I thought he was going to zoom in, but he didn't zoom in.
Yeah, that's him anyway. He's a cool guy to make.
Why does Wolverine's head look like a pest dispenser? I think this looks unfinished. I really do.
It really hasn't. Yeah, it doesn't look that. Sure.
Then you got Exo-Resin Beast.
I'm not sure on this one. I'm not sure.
It just looks a bit weird. Looks a bit weird with the thing coming out, and he's kind of leapfrogging over it.
I don't know. Not sure about the composition of that. Feeling that.
Crossing my fingers that the Prime 1 Death Metal is cancelled, Forever Waiting. I don't like Spider-Man. I don't know Spidey Alex. Only Thanos with a cosmic power eye spoke to me. Why does a Wolverine look like a pest? Oh, his name is Solemn. Talking about the Saber. Oh, is he talking about another character, Solemn?
Yeah,
let's check out Marvel Solemn. No, I don't think that's the character Geo's talking about.
I was talking about Cyber, I just told you.
No, but Stuart Murray says he's called Solemn. But that's not. No. Yeah, Cyber. I remember that Cyber. I remember that card. 100% remember that card. The Beast pose looks like the Sideshow Gorilla. Yeah, it does a bit. Sideshow Gorilla Venom.
Just not sure, man.
Heavily dislike this Beast portrait. Way better than Sideshow's Beast. Getting that Beast, Nelson Ortega. Okay. And you got Deadpool versus Juggernaut.
Got more movie based in it again.
Mixed up those two there. I'll come back to that one. Unless I don't see why I would only have one of those. Yeah, I'm sure we'll come back to that one. Beast, White Panther and Storm. Black Panther White version. Sorry?
Was the White Wolf at that stage, or is it not? Is it still the White Panther? I don't know. What do they call it?
No idea.
Look really cool though.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about them Panthers though. They look retarded.
Yeah, they don't look right. The faces are a bit moggy.
Like the body on him looks like cracking. The sculpt on him looks awesome. I like the throne as well, but then Panthers are fucked. There's something up with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what do? You take off one of the Panthers and put on Storm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's keeping Storm in check. He's like, you will not wear fucking clothes, woman.
Yeah, the face
I'm
just
in
looks a bit.
I'm in a onesie, but you're wearing nothing.
Shane von Liechtenstein in the house. How you doing? No Ram. Beast should be leading more forward over his planted arm. Yeah. Got a leading issue when you do that. Stuart Murray saying Solemn had the adamantium skin. I guess they're very similar.
Yeah. Better Wolverine than they. You got some bones over.
Yeah, Storm portrait. Not the best picture, is it? Yeah, Black Panther
This
as
one's
well.
a bit better. This composition a bit
Brilliant,
better.
brilliant saying Black Panther looks juicing. Looks jacked, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, he's not playing. He's pissing hot, that guy.
Yeah, but he started knocking on his door. Darren, what's up, lads? Hope all is well. 100 question. What's the best thing about collecting and the worst thing about collecting, apart from spending lots of money? Do you want to go first? Best thing about collecting?
It's kind of selfish. I think the best part of it is probably just like sharing bits and pieces of information with my sons, just randomly dripping sort of that sort of information to them. And sort of like, I think having a little touch of your childhood around your room, sort of in an artistic way, is just the best part. I think, I think having these sort of like, these characters that captivated us as kids, sort of like big statues sculpted like Greek gods around the place. It's enjoyable for me. I like watching like a film in here. I don't even need anybody in here with me. I can sit in here quite happily on my own and just enjoy it. While my eye wanders off and I look at stuff, and then I start linking it to where it comes from, why I like it, and all that kind of shit. It's like very personal to me. And I think the worst.
Whoa.
Are you doing your best? Okay, you do your best.
Yeah, the best. Yeah. No, I think the same kind of thing. I think like the nostalgia of it.
Tell me up your own shit, you big pussy.
No, I think the nostalgia side of things is very important. And again, I'm in that point where, hopefully I'm going to be moving soon, and hopefully I'm going to be able to kind of get everything set back up again. I had it all set up 3 years ago now, and it's all been boxed up. So that journey of getting everything into the cabinets, getting them together, putting them into their groups, giving them that, having that justification of why that character's with that character, because some people can display things like together. They can put like 10 different things together which have no relation to each other. Good on them. I can't do that. I kind of have to have a theme to like a cube or something, and I think that's important. And that would be something I'm quite excited about getting done. But yeah, it's a nostalgia, like seeing those things you had when you were a child, and so those good memories for sure. Yeah.
What's the worst?
The fucking boxes. That's just a simple. Just the box is the worst thing. I think that's totally the worst.
The worst. I think the worst thing for me is the spies that have basically been put out by companies to try and sell people stuff and influence their decision based on things like getting shit for free and not disclosing that you do. And having contracts with companies secretly under the table and not admitting that you do. I think that really pisses me off. Like, of the things that bother me the most, it's the sort of thing that if I was out and I bumped into them kind of people, there would be words. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be just like, no, because I can't play that nicety shit. I can't do that. I can't sit across the table from a person that I've lost a lot of respect for, that I don't respect at all, and just basically just sit there and pretend that it's cool because it's not my way. And I would just be a bit like, nah, man, I'm sorry, you absolutely, you know what I mean? It would have to be that way. So that bothers me a lot because I don't think it's needed. I don't think it's. I think, you know, once you start making a living off trying to do that, I think that's a fucking problem. I think you should, you know, it's a hobby for a reason, and I think you should keep it as such. I think you should enjoy it, and I think if you can go and you can commission, you know, that's the pinnacle for me. It's like, you know, being able to make this stuff, you know, that you like, and taking it to that next level. That's great. I've got a lot of respect for people that go off and do that. But I think once you start getting into this sort of shit where it's like, you know what, I'm going to use my channel and my platform to make people buy the shit that I don't like that. I really have a problem. I have a fucking real problem with that, because I think about the people that I know and the friends that I have and the people that work really fucking hard and spend their money to buy shit, and, you know, they really trust. I mean, I know people that have bought statues from me and never checked them. I just can't. Like, you know, they'll come round and because it's you, I don't need to look in the box. I don't need to see it. And you're just like, no, my man, that's really not how this works. Never be doing that. Never let my reputation or whoever you see me as, that should never be, I know it's fine. Look at it. Make sure you're happy. Let's do this properly. Because people do it. Like, many times that's happened to me. Many times. And they'll be like, oh, no. Like,
yeah, I've had it.
I don't even tell people I'm buying from who I am. Like, as a rule, even Han the other day, he didn't even know it was me. I've done like 2-3 deals with him now, and on the third one, he sort of understood it was me.
Yeah,
I just don't. As a point, I don't like to drop who I am. Well, you know, I just, as far as I'm concerned, George, and this is a human thing that we're doing together. It's not I'm Geo and Rad Titan, so you will fucking bend the knee and you will give me a good price, or you do the fuck I want. That's not how it works. I just simply put it in there. He's like, is this, you know, Geo from Rad Titan? And I'm like, yeah, it's like, I didn't know it was you. Why didn't you tell me it was you? So I don't tell you it's me because it's bad manners. Or to come in and be like, I'm this person. What does that fucking matter? We're doing a deal. We're talking prices. We're connected on a human level. Let's keep it there, because then we're on a level playing field. Don't make it so it's awkward, because that's just not ideal for me. I don't want to be in that place. I'd much rather like it. People come in, you know, if you come in to buy a statue from me, right, and you don't check it, if you hand me a lump of cash, you think I'm not going to fucking count it? What planet are you? What's happening here? I've sold you something. You're going to give me the money. I'm going to count the money, and you're going to check the piece. And that's the way this business is going to be done, legitimately.
Well, I mean, also that side of things, you know, it doesn't matter who it is and what the deal is, but it's like,
your fucking money.
If someone comes and buys something from me, even if it's an eBay thing or whatever, you know, and it's not a statue related thing, just says it's anything. If someone takes that thing away, that's it. You've sold it. You've seized it. You're taking it away. There's no coming back after that. And I know that. I think like Mike had someone come over, look over the piece, they boxed it up, they went away, and then they complained it was damaged. And it was like, oh, what should I do? It's like, tell him to go fuck himself. He looked it over, he paid you, and that's it. And I think he gave him £100 back or something. And I was just like,
I think it was that Mac guy, I know. I think it was Mac.
Yeah, he was the collector. It wasn't.
I think it was him. It was some sort of one piece or something. It was like some sort of mark or damage behind the boot that either they didn't notice or Mike is adamant wasn't there. You know, but this is the problem. The thing is,
what you're going to do is you look over.
Also, I think another part that I really don't like is how deliveries are handled. I really don't like that part. I find that there's this grey area sometimes with collecting, which is, so I have a statue. Alex wants the statue. Alex lives in Germany, right? I'm over here in the UK. We're doing a deal. You know, I say this. I take loads of pictures of it, and I say this is the price. And then, you know, as a rule, what I would do is I take a video of the piece, and then I take pictures of me boxing the piece up. I say, "You're happy to proceed before I ship this," and then I ship it. What happens when that piece leaves my house is not my fucking problem.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, when it leaves my house, it's mint. What happens in between is not my responsibility to fix, to arrange. You understand? If it gets broken into a billion pieces, there's this weird place that happens in our community, which is like, who's at fault? It's like, no one's at fault. Nobody is at fault here. Both parties have lost. So you have to sort of come together and try and come to an arrangement. But in the end, it's not my responsibility. I'm not responsible. You live where you live. I live where I live. If you want it, you're going to have to ship it. Shipping things is risky. It just happens. Things can happen. Sometimes you get very lucky, and sometimes you don't get lucky.
Yeah,
I mean, to everybody. I don't like that area.
It depends on a lot of things as well, because it's like
it really doesn't.
No, it does.
It depends on nothing.
No, it does depend, because it's like an element of it where if someone says to you, "Ship this to me, I'm in America," and then you say, "Okay, well, this is going to cost you £100," which is a really low number, but it's going to cost you £100 uninsured, or it's going to cost you £500 fully insured. And then they say, "Give me the £100." Then that's all down to them in that regard. Because it's down to them choosing their shipping option. So it's a tough one.
Yeah, but it's still not down. It's still not down to you. Whatever they decide to do and whatever happens at the end of that result, it's not your decision.
No, in that situation, if you've given them the opportunity to choose which way to ship it, and they've gone, "I want to go the cheap way," and it turns out broken, then that's totally down to them.
I just like personally, I like taking loads of pictures with the person's name with the piece all over it, and then I like doing like pictures of it all boxed up and like videos, and then just be like, "Look, that's where my point ends. Are you happy?" And then it'll be like, "Right, this is the options for shipping, and these are the costs. Which one do you want to do?" And that's it. And that's my part finished. Once that's over and that's been collected, I have no power from that moment. There's nothing I can do. I can't bring it to you myself. I can't make sure that it's looked after on that. I can't guarantee it's not been kicked, thrown, smashed, dropped. I just can't promise that. It's beyond my comprehension, and that's hard, because I do find I see sometimes these scammer groups, scammer posts and things like that. It's just fucking ridiculous, some of the shit people say. It's a bit like, actually, you know what? That's not really accurate. I mean, it's so easy now to call somebody like a scammer for something, and you look at the detail and you're a bit like, well, actually, there's nothing that's happened here that they've done wrong. You know what I mean?
Then on the flip side of it, you order something and it turns up in 100 pieces. You're going to ask for your money back, no?
No, I'm not. No.
Okay.
Not going to ask for my money back, because if I've shipped something from far away and it arrives and it's damaged, you just got to fucking put your big boy pants on and try and have a conversation like a grown up and say, like, what do we do here? If it's like from eBay and I'm going to get refunded, and the person's going to get refunded, and then I'm going to get, I'm going to get refunded, and they're going to get their money, they're going to be able to keep the money, then it's fine. Then I'm happy to do that. But when it's like agreement between two people, it's a very grey area that I don't enjoy, just as a rule, because it's like you understand the risk just as I do. So it's not like, oh right, that's broken. So what do I do? I get back the broken fucking statue. Is that the suggestion?
Yeah.
I get back the broken statue. Why should I get back the broken statue? I'm not the person that lives far away that wants it. Where the fuck is that line? So what, I give you the money back, and what, you send me a broken statue? Fuck yourself. There's no way that's happening. It's not happening at all. I would never do that. I send it to you mint. If it arrives and it's less than mint, I'll negotiate like something where I'll give you a partial refund, but there's not a fucking chance. I'm going to like just accept giving everybody giving their money back, and then you sending me back a broken statue. You can fuck off. It's not happening. That area I don't like as well. Like I said, there's this grey bit where people seem to think that all of a sudden, as the buyer, you have all the right. It's like, well,
there are people.
I paid for a mint statue and it's not mint. It's like, well, I sent you a mint statue. So where's the middle line?
There are people within the hobby as well, and we've met them, and they've admitted to doing it, where they have the ability to do repairs on statues, and they'll damage a statue to get their money back to repair it and keep the statue or set it on. And when we've disowned that person now. That person's not part of our group anymore because of them admitting that. And it's just like, it's Sideshow though. Sideshow, fuck them. It's like, well, if you're going to do it to them, you can do it to
everyone. Yeah, it becomes a habit, doesn't it? Where it's like, why should I pay for anything? I can fix all this shit. So I'll just break a fucking arm off and get 7 70% of my money back.
That's what
I'll
he was
fix it.
doing. He done that sort of stuff, and he just like broke things at the back, scratched something at the back, so he could touch up the queen. Even Flankster does that as well. He'll contact Queen saying, "Oh yeah, the silicon's damaged on this point," and it'll be like the back of the neck or something like here underneath the fucking thing, and he'll go, "I want all my money back. I've got my big channel. I'm gonna go and fucking tell everyone how shit you are." But anyway, and they've
it does make me nervous because I'm about to ship a really very nice piece to the other side of the world, and it is something that does worry me.
Of course,
it does worry me.
Well, the last time I shipped to Australia was via eBay, and that was the first time where they destroyed the parcel without telling me.
Oh, really?
And basically,
who did you use?
No, what happened? It was global shipping, and what happened was
eBay global shipping. Okay.
eBay decided to not ship the parcel.
Oh yeah, I remember this. Yeah,
destroy it. And basically, like the guy, so I get like a thing. I get my money, and everything's. It wasn't a lot of money at the time. It was knife head. It was knife head from Pacific Rim.
Yeah,
which I only paid £165 for that, and I sold it for like $250, $300, whatever it was. And I shipped it, sold it, and then didn't really think anything of it. I get a message from a guy, "Hey, why did you refund me?" And I'm like, "Sorry, what?
I didn't.
Why did you refund me? Why have I got my money back? I really wanted the piece." And I'm like, "I don't know what you're talking about. I go into my eBay, it says it's closed, it's dealt with, and there's no note of it, there's nothing on there at all." And I replied back, I contacted eBay, and they go, "Oh yeah, we destroyed it." I was like, "Why?" And they were like, "Oh, we can't see the notes. We don't know why, but it was destroyed." And it's just like, contact the guy, and I'm like, "I'm sorry, but they've destroyed it for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know what's happened, but this is it." Yeah, I think he gave me negative feedback as well. I think he gave me negative feedback, and I had to contact eBay again and say, "You refunded him, you destroyed it, whatever." And the way it was done, he could give me feedback, so it was weird.
Yeah, because you've completed the transaction, I guess. I mean, yeah. I'm going to ship. I'm hopefully going to ship this piece from the same people that basically ship all of these pieces to me. So I'm confident that everything will be all right. But it is a part of any sort of transaction that you worry about, especially when something's expensive.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be the other end of like there being a problem and it being like, well, now it's like, that's a nightmare. Because even shipping that back to me will cost a massive bomb. It's just one of these things. It's this sort of like, you're hoping that the person you're dealing with, and I'm quite confident the person I'm dealing with is grown up and on level, so there's no problem. But if there is any problem, I want it to be more of a conversation between men. If I get some sort of fucking bitch that's like, you know what, I pay for it, I can't be, it's going to go bad. It's going to go bad real quick. So I don't think that's the case though, because Geezer's like on the level very sound. But it is part of collecting that I find worrying, is this sort of like, I don't know, this sort of like weird ground in the middle that doesn't seem to, I think both people lose. And I'm more grown up to admit that both people lose, and you should like sort of amicably deal with some sort of refund, get it repaired or whatever else to help with that process. But the whole I want all my money back shit and I'll send you a broken statue back shit is just not, for me, that's a really bad place. And I think if that sort of shit continues with these prices now, how statues are and how expensive they can be, I think people will stop selling. I think they'll just be like, no, I'm not doing it no more.
Well, that's why in the end, with the last sale, it was a big sale. So I just said to my dad, because he's got like big 7-seater thing. So I'm just like, "Yeah, can we stick this in the back of your car and take a drive?" And he was like, "Yeah, right." So
listen, if I could drive it somewhere, if it was one of them ones, I would prefer to do it.
Yeah.
Actually, one thing about XM is I never worry about their stuff.
XM's. Yeah.
I just don't worry. Not something I have ever. I don't think I've ever bought a statue from XM that's had any damage ever. And I mean that. I can't think off the top of my head. I've probably had 20, 25 pieces maybe, and I don't think I've ever had one with damage. Ever.
I don't think so. I think I've broken a few, but I don't.
Yeah, I had Georgie like damaged the Apocalypse that I had, and I was really lucky. I contacted him, they could send me out a replacement. But he damaged the when he was like he was about 2.5, 3 years old. He broke the front of it, with the Sentinel.
Did you get those parts?
Yeah, I got them. Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. I never heard back from you. I didn't get a thank you.
Yes, you did. Fuck off. But yeah,
I
thanked everybody involved. Go fuck yourself.
I've never seen it in person. I'm thinking of picking it up.
Really nice.
It's massive.
Really nice.
Really, really big.
Really nice. A nice piece.
The octopus on the base is like
big.
It's really
Still
big.
think they fucked up by not putting him on the shark that he was meant to be on.
Yeah.
Shark
I think it was
leads.
2. I think it might have been 2 of them or so, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 2 sharks. He was riding 2 sharks, and they had like these things in their mouth, like reins, like a horse. He was riding them both.
Yeah, when he was like that,
didn't they? With their fucking pussy ass and nonsense.
And
riding an octopus is all right. Where's that come from?
Well, octopus doesn't have bones, so
an octopus has fucking feelings, lad. Very intelligent creature. Doesn't like being fucking stood on. I can promise you that.
Oh yeah, but they say because it's got no bones, it doesn't feel pain. Apparently.
What has bones got to do? What sort of logic is that? It's a typical Disney response.
No, that's what they say. One more question. If you woke up tomorrow and your whole collection was gone, starting from fresh, and you can only choose one piece to have for the rest of your life, what piece would it be?
Oh, God. Like, if I had to buy something again, like I had to start from the beginning, just buy a piece.
One piece. Only one.
I would buy the faux bronze Thanos again that my wife bought me. It's the first piece I ever had in my collection. It's the most sentimental piece. It's stupid, but it's the most sentimental piece that I have in my whole collection because it started this whole thing. So it's like the Rad Titan doesn't exist without that Thanos. It really is that simple. Rad Titan would not be here if I didn't ever get that piece. So, I credit that. That's why it means so much to me. When I got my plaque, the thing behind us for the channel with 100k subs, and I got the letter and all that. There was a reason that I posted the picture of that with the Thanos. It's not for visual aesthetics. It's because that's the start, and that's where we currently were at the time, and that is the beginning. And I think sentimental reasons. I think it would have to be that, because when I look at that, that's what it means to me.
Yeah. I don't think my one has that much meaning to it, but probably the Prime Guyver, I'd have to say, because that's just one of the pieces from talking about like nostalgia and stuff like that. I just remember like going into Woolworths and literally they released the Guyver as like a monthly kind of series. So you'd have to get one a month, or one every 2 weeks, or one a month. I can't remember, but you had to go in there and get them. And I had to sort of track them down, and some of them I couldn't find, and some of them I had to go to like HMV and Brent Cross and pick up and all that business. But yeah, so that one, and I think the Prime one did a really good kind of representation of it. And I think when we started collecting, and I said like I want a Guyver statue, I probably couldn't have imagined it as good as they made it. I think they did a fantastic job.
Good job.
Where are we? Stock of Inferno in the house. How you doing?
Hey man,
Been a while, man. Been a while. Hope you're good. Your vision. Yeah, it's here for the bones. How you doing? Nothing more nerve-wracking than sending a statue. Yeah, hey, Vassrod in the house. How you doing, buddy? Let me know when you're next over, and we'll grab a steak. Cormac O'Leary, congratulations on the 280. We're nearly there. There.
Thanks, man. God bless you.
A little shy. I think we're on just under. So we're on 278973 at the moment. So we're nearly there. Nick Chesh in the house. How you doing? They should be sending out those books soon, Nick. Hopefully we'll get those. What do you want to do? Do you want to continue or do you want to end there?
Yeah, we've got about 6 minutes. Let's finish on 2 hours. See what we can get to in that time. Don't let Darren ask any more fucking questions.
What's this cable?
Fan art cable, innit? Don't know much else.
Little teddy bear on the base. That teddy's a bit big, though, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't know how big it's meant to be. It's big compared to the XM one, the one you stick on his belt. But in terms of like, how big is that bear meant to be? I'm not too sure. It's cool though. It's quite nice to see.
Still want an update on the movie Dark Hero. Yeah. What's up, boys? Another live chat, another day. Me in the garage slowly working on these display cabinets. Hope you're good, Josh. Stuck up on good. Thanks, chaps. Been involved in some political stuff. Oh, God.
Been banned, have you?
Yeah. Chiming in at the end, yeah. Oh, yeah. What's that guy called?
I think that's the anti-monitor, isn't it?
Yeah, I can remember it.
Quite like this. It's like I quite like the fucking mass of it, the size of it. I think it's really cool. Love the metallic paint.
Jay did one a long time ago, and it was quite nice. That was one of their best pieces, I think.
I don't know if this who did this. I don't know if this is a new or old sculpt that's been repainted. I don't know, but it looked cool.
Yeah, nice guy in the house. How you doing? Good to see you, Kevin. Yeah, he said, yeah, I have been banned. Well, Darren got banned as well because he was uploading titty videos of some.
We're hearing all this craziness in the UK at the minute that you're all going to start getting sort of like for staying anything, you're just going to start getting arrested. It's just hilarious.
Oh my God.
With social media, police apparently going to be out in force.
Yeah. This picture looks cool. Monitor. As I say,
the Labour government in place, isn't it?
Halimar Monitor looks pretty good. Yeah, it's going to happen. Oh, God. Dave Cundy, the size of the boxes nowadays, future collecting will have to choose a single statue of the whole collection soon. Yeah, the boxes are getting crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. All right, we'll finish up there anyway. That's that. All right.
Another day, another 6 pence.
Well, I can tell you. Do you want me to tell you how much the last one made?
No, I don't want to know.
Do you want to be depressed?
I don't make me sad.
All right, let's go.
Shall we? Make me sad.
Well, let me go to the one before, because I think last week we got one super chat. We lost 3 subscribers. This is 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Every week we lose subscribers from our chat. You know that our life loses like 3 to 5 subscribers every week, and we gain £2.70.
Well, every penny, man. Yeah. Not about the money, man. Not about the Benjamin list. About turning up, being here to chat to everybody.
Every live is hilarious because I went through like about 30 of them, and every single time we lose like 3. Last week we lost 1. Last week we lost 1, and we got £10.22.
Brilliant.
Maybe we're making more.
Basically, when you think about it, £10.22. What's that hourly rate? It's £2.50.
Can't even get a beer. Yeah.
Listen, you'd be lucky to get a smart fucking water with £2.50.
Yeah. This
is what it's about, though, man. The point is that we turn up. We're readily available to answer any questions and talk some shit. That's what it's all about.
That was the good one. £10.50, £2.50. A good week.
That's a good week.
The week before it was 50p. You can't get back to Chris for that.
Yeah. God. 50p, so that's what you owe me 25p.
Yeah. Sorry, boys, you're coming to jailbreak, and the good news about Marvel 1/3 would be Geo attempting to get anything to pair with Thanos.
No, absolutely not. I'm not jumping into the 1/3 scale line at all. I have a few monstrous 1/4 scale pieces, and I think they tick them boxes for me. I mean, the reason why Thanos is so bearable is that at least he's in scale, comic scale.
We can get a Freddo.
Awesome.
They used to be 10
anyway. Freddo's good. As long as I get a caramel one, I'm yours. Caramel Freddo is fine. I think they're a bit extra. I think they're about 12p. Instead of 10. yeah. So I'm definitely not going to be jumping into that realm. But yeah, I think quarter scale is. I mean, I'm pretty much stacked up for quarter scale pieces as it is. I'm
can't
actually
wait to get my
genuinely
shit
considering
back.
when this repaint is done, because I don't think I'm going to be able to put it in a box. I'm like, Carnage Omni Kit may have to be boxed up. Thinking
Wow.
about it, because I don't think I could. I think once that Mysterio gets it, for as good as I've basically planned it to be, and if Ian, hits his magic, I think it's
You're hoovering up all the bow and busts, Geo.
I'm hoovering up all the good ones, lad. I'm getting all the good ones. I've just got Zola coming in as well next for the next 10 days. Arnim Zola, so he's got a rare one, 325 made in the world. It's one of the Grail bow and busts.
326. I thought it was odd number.
325, I think it is. I think it's 325. But yeah, so I'm trying to get the ones that when you look at the sort of like, if they're characters I like, then if they got the low edition size, I definitely am trying to get those guys.
Yeah,
they're the guys I'm after. I'm trying to knock off basically 2,000 edition sizes over that. I'm trying to knock them just like that. So being a bit snobby about it, mate. Trying to be a bit snobby about it.
Yeah, I mean, I just Artem Zola mini bust. Artem Zola is there. Is that your final answer? Is that your final answer? Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
325. Yep. And then
so I don't think when you think about like in terms of rarity, like other than the like bronze ones, is there anything above that? Chrome, red bullets, there's 100 of those. There's a variant of Pyro that's 100.
There's a gold Bucky. And a gold Bucky is, man, why is it like
3?
No, sorry, I just got to drag these smaller because I can't see. That's the count, edition size. Gold Bucky is
4.
250.
Okay.
Major Victory.
Yeah,
shit, I missed that one. When I was telling you, Major Victory, that's one that you're probably going to want.
I want him anyway.
You don't?
I want him. He's one I'm after. Major Victory is one I'm after.
Okay, well, he's probably the lowest one then, 200.
Yeah, he's fun.
Pyro variant, which I don't like anyway, is 100.
Yeah, it's very low.
Captain America, Steve Rogers, Alter Ego is 60. Spider-Man Alter Ego Peter Parker is 35. And Bruce Banner. What?
That's the Alter Ego one.
No. These are different. These basically what they are. The Hulk Bruce Banner is 35 as well. What it is when they released the bronze, they were real bronze, I believe. Spider-Man, Hulk, Captain America. The first 35 got these busts for Banner and Spider-Man, and then for Captain America, the first 60 got them. So that's the only way you could get them, was a bonus of getting these bronze ones. And the bronze ones are quite rare.
Yeah, they are.
The bronze Spider-Man, I remember seeing sell for 10 grand.
Yeah. They're the big players.
Even a 1/3 Legendary Beast Doom.
I don't need it, look. I'm doomed up. I don't need no doom.
Alabama is back. A bad heart could keep me from tuning in. You guys kept me positive throughout the dark times, and I thank you. Thanks, man. That's nice. I hope
that's a really nice message. Appreciate that.
I hope you recover.
That is definitely worth the 25p that I earned doing it. Believe me, it's the messages like that that make it fucking worth it. Things like that. But we do know that as many people have reached out to us privately and said had surgeries or been sick or had people get sick or people die and spend a lot of time in hospitals, and they listen to just lead a little bit of escape, tune into the chat, listen to me and Alex take the piss out of each other and chat a bit of shit. And if it helps you, man, then happy, glory be to God that that works for you. Because I think we all could do with it sometimes, genuinely do. problem is with me is I have to listen to sort of fucking Man United people really for my bit. I listen to my football club stuff. Honestly, that's what does it for me.
Yeah.
I can't really listen to other. I listen to the what's them guys? What they're called? I listen to like the Darth Castle guys, and I listen to the Constructive Outrage guys. Like I tune into some of their stuff every now and then. But other than that, really, I don't listen to really anybody else. So I've got to go all the way into football, which is just like.
I hope you're recovering, and I hope you get well soon, brother. Nice one, Guardians of the Galaxy box set. That's $350.
I like it a lot. It sounds a big money, man. Like it's like £1,500 that sort of set. So although you look at it and you say, well, each bus is like £300 ish.
I think it's gone up to like I think it's gone up to closer to $2,000 now. $1.
Got to stop promoting these Bowens, man. It's actually costing you more money.
Well, that's what the funny thing was, is we were talking about this. We could like put them on the group, on the channel, talking about them, and even Brian Herrick, he said, "Oh man, I love these posts. I love being reminded of all these pieces and that." And then people saying, "Oh yeah," like Brenton and a couple of people, and even the guy who posted Victor Von Fries and a few other people. They're like, "I'm getting into him because of you, thanks." And then he got one of the pieces I wanted. He like sniped me on that. So it's a bit like, yeah, we're fucking ourselves up doing this. By sharing this, we're fucking ourselves up. Yeah. I know he is there. He's actually just come in. Nerds without order. The group is making, the Beast is going to be making a 1 core scale Apocalypse. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I've seen some behind the scene pictures of that, and it looks fantastic. I'm not going to lie to you. That's I have Extra Resin Doom, and it's a fucking brilliant Doom, and their and their female stuff is unreal. Like their female stuff is crazy good. Like, really, I mean, it's a good thing I don't collect the women, but if I did, I'd be up to my nuts in their pre-orders, because they really do the girls really well. Really, really nice work, very realistic, beautiful sculpts. So they've got some skills that Extra Resin a lot, believe me. And the Apocalypse is very, very close. The sort of Bowen. I did say this to him, and he said to me, "I'm doing." The guy in contact was like, "I'm doing an Apocalypse. Do you want to see it? You want to be careful, man." I said, because Bowen's still king. So I have the XM one over there, but Bowen is still king. I don't care what it says. Bowen, the Cougarette brothers, is the best Apocalypse. Me. And he sent me some pictures, and I was like, "Fuck, it's pretty close. It's pretty good." Yeah. Not like a carbon copy. It's just like similar style, similar. So,
well, that's what happened with when you had the Bowen Silver Surfer, and then when they did a custom Silver Surfer like that, people were like, "Oh my god, that's amazing!" It's like, okay, so yeah, there's a winning thing there, with the Bowen stuff.
Bowen Silver Surfer is still the best surfer as well. I still maintain that myself. I still believe that.
Have you seen some of the recent busts that Forrest posted? They're not Bowens, but they look amazing. They're Art Asylum, and there's some really good ones in there. The Apocalypse is really good, and the Sabretooth is really good.
Yeah,
some of the other ones. The only thing I don't like about them, I don't like the nameplates, but they are nice.
Art Asylum do some nice ones, man. I think they're like, we were talking, and they like direct, and they like Diamond Select.
I think it's a subsidiary of Diamond Select, or a line of, Legendary Beasts, Spider-Man. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Totally agree. Nobody beats Bone Apocalypse. Mysterio is great. Looks great. Legendary Beast, Spider-Man. All right, we'll finish off there. Thanks, everyone. Do the usual like, comment, subscribe, share if you haven't. And thank you. We'll see you next week.
Bless. Be safe.
Bye-bye.